How do you expect new beginnings if you don't create a space for them? And cycles. Let people go, let go of their mindset, create a space.
Our life, we often hold into cycles, people, mindset without realizing that doing this is holding us back. First, there is some signs that you are ready for new beginnings. The number one and very common and is very easy to identify is that you are feeling stuck. That just means that it's really time for a change, and we're gonna get into that later. The same problem just keep coming into your life. Yes, we may feel experienced this before. Maybe is that toxic friend, maybe is that toxic partner that it just keep coming into your life. Like we keep attracting the same type of people, same type of experiences. This is a very important sign to start looking into your life, start looking into your mindset. Very important sign that if you keep attracting the same people, same emotions, same type of circumstance, it's really time to make a change. Things are just not working the way that they are. You are feeling stuck, you are going into the same cycle. Let's move into toxic friends, toxic relations, and all related toxic people. Every time you are finished talking to someone, and if you feel tired, you feel like drained, this is a very important sign that this person is not for you and it's time to create some boundaries. Some people is gonna try to take your energy, and let's say that you are really creative, that you have amazing ideas, or that you have an idea for a business or something like that, and then you trying to share this with a friend, and then your friend is like, oh, that will never work, that will, oh, I don't know, that's kind of scary, why do you want to do it? You know, those type of people, that is really a sign that it's maybe time to end any the kind of relation that you may have. And I know that this is hard, I know that ending toxic friends, it may feel very difficult, but I want you to know that you are worth it, or surrounding yourself with positive energy and positive friends. You deserve that. Every time that you share a new idea, people will say, oh my god, absolutely, you can do it, like that's amazing, you should definitely do it. But if you surround yourself with people who are just draining you instead of lifting you, it's time to really distance yourself from those people, because that's just really not the vibe. Another important sign here that sometimes we don't realize is the story that you tell yourself. Let's say that you meet someone new, maybe you made a new coworker or just someone new in your life, and then you know you normally do kind of like a little intro. You're like, okay, yeah, like, oh, I like to do this, or you know, you start talking to them and start introducing yourself. And if you're talking about yourself on the past, like let's say that you're like, oh, I used to like have that, or my job it was this way, or I used to date this type of person, or I used to do that, you know, like everything is on the past. I know that you may click with someone, you may think of someone who is kind of like that, like you're just trying to think about future things, or you're talking about like a new trip that is coming up, but that person is just kind of constantly talking about their past. No, we don't want that. And if you're the type of person, totally get it, we all been there, I've been there. It's really, this is our sign, like it's screaming to you that it's really time to end that cycle and to create this new version of you who gets excited about things, who is constantly excited about the future instead of thinking about their past. And I know that sometimes we experience amazing things in the past. It's amazing. I am so happy that we are creating this experience, but it's really important that you get excited about the future, that you get excited about these new things that are coming into your life. When we are constantly looking into the past, and when we tell others stories about our past, we are just kind of stuck there. Like our energy, it goes back into that version of yourself. Maybe it's the emotions, maybe it's just memories, and memories are really nice to look into it. It's nice to like reflect about it and be grateful for what you experienced. It's not okay that when you're talking about yourself, you keep talking about your past. So those are some signs that it may be time for you to end that cycle, maybe start creating a new version of yourself. But the question here is how to end cycles. I want you to take a moment to reflect about your life and how you're feeling in this moment, to really bring awareness. And awareness is the first step. Maybe start thinking about your friends, they are draining you or they make you feel good. And to think of the actions, maybe activities that you've been doing, what it is that it just doesn't feel like this is right for you. The first step here is to detox your life. Letting go of toxic relations is very important here. It's okay to take a step back to create boundaries. And some people, I just went through that experience with a friend that I started creating some boundaries. This person is very nice. I really love spending time with this person, but I just feel like every time I hang out with this person, this person keep asking me about how I'm doing things, what is working out for me. Like, it's like, what, you're doing it well, like in questioning me too much about it. And I understand people can feel very curious about what are you doing and what is working for you, because they've been trying to do it and maybe it's not really working out for them. But it just feels like it was just being too much, and I just didn't feel good about it anymore. So I decided to start doing my boundaries. I was like, hey, I can only meet you like once a month. And it was kind of hard because sometimes, I want to do things with this person, I want to go out, but this is hard, and it doesn't come easy. You have to actually start to bring awareness into it. And I realized that if I handle with this person more than X amount of time, my energy is just gonna be drained. Like, I'm just going to start believing like, well, this person is right. Like, why things are working out for me in that way, So I don't want that. I want to like protect my energy. I want to protect me. So it's very important to start taking these decisions. And I know it's not easy, as we may start losing friends, we may start feel more lonely, but I want you to let you know that you are never alone. There is just so many things that you can do by yourself, and just being with your own company is so beautiful. You start to learn about yourself, you start to identify what really feels good for you, and this is beautiful. Especially if you are in your 20s, it's the time to do this type of activities, to get to know yourself, to know what type of relations you want to have. And by doing things, by cutting toxic friends, by cutting people who are just draining you, is going to be like incredible. You're gonna be amazing, because we're doing a detox in your life. You're starting to cut friends, you're starting to feel a bit more better. Maybe it's hard for you, but maybe it's as well time to start cleaning your environment. And I'm not talking about the Sunday reset. No, I'm talking about like actually going through your things, going through documents, going through papers, go through your computer and see files that maybe you're like, oh my god, I have this file since 2016. It's like time to let go of things. Like, it's time to bring new energy, because believe it or not, there is energy around us. So let's say that you keep holding things from your high school, and I absolutely get it. Like, sometimes we hold into these things and we are like, hey, this is my memory from like when I was in high school, and this make me feel this way. I'm not telling you to throw things that are very personal to you, but there may be some things that you're like, okay, this is just like holding my energy, this is just bring me memories that didn't make me feel good, and I don't even know what I'm holding into this. From this, we are gonna move into shifting negative mindset. Our mindset and the stories that we're constantly telling to ourselves, it can be the biggest barriers to new beginnings. Start by being kind to yourself and acknowledge where you are right now. Be kind to yourself, treat yourself with kindness, and be kind, because you've been going through so much. And it's okay if you keep telling yourself that, hey, maybe I'm not good enough because something happened to me in the past. Acknowledge that, acknowledge your emotions, start slowly changing that story, start changing that, because we're literally the creators of our life. We're constantly creating a story with ourselves. So if every day you wake up and when you go to work, you are like, well, I'm just staying at this work, at this job, or I'm accepting this relation because I'm not worth it or something better. I'm just being comfortable right now. I'm just doing things because I know that no one else, there is nothing better for me. that type of story, you need to start changing that, and you need to go into the root of this, why you're telling yourself that story. Maybe when you were a kid, someone told you that you will never really be good at the dream that you have, or maybe your ideas, they were like, they suck, or whatever it is. Whatever it is, you need to go into the root cause of this, what is happening. And this takes a lot of vulnerability, it takes a lot of kindness, and it takes a lot of work, and a lot of it takes a lot of compassion with yourself, and to really understand yourself. I want you to look yourself as this little kid that is just like trying to go or move through life. But in order for you to really change your life, you need to go through your inner self. You need to start by taking this small step and understand that it's gonna be step by step. There is no need to hurry. Crossing cycles, it is a process. It takes time. It's not like you're gonna wake up one day and then you're gonna be like, I'm this new version of me, everything is working out for me. It doesn't really work like that. It does take a lot of time, and I know social media have told us that one day you're gonna wake up and then you're gonna be that version of yourself, but it really doesn't work like that. Remember that good things take time, and that version of yourself, is already within you. You just need to find it, and you just need to remove certain thoughts. You need to stop acknowledging some thoughts that they are not really true, and it's time to change the story. Getting so deep into crossing cycles and things like that, there is some things that you can do to help you with this process. Number one is going to be journaling. Journaling is incredible. It's one of the best tools to get to know yourself, and more important, to start crossing cycles. How we can do this, there is different ways. You know already, the journaling in the morning, to like what you're grateful for. That is amazing, to start bringing awareness into your surroundings. And it really is the small things. That's journaling style number one, that I recommended to do it in the morning, maybe even at night, whatever works for you, but it's like a guided journal. Then we have my favorite type of journal, that is just literally a notebook, and you have all this white page to fill your thoughts, your emotions, to process how you're feeling. And this may be a little bit difficult for some people. They don't understand how they can start, and I'm gonna simplify to it. Is that you're just literally going to pick a topic. Maybe that day you are feeling insecure, or maybe that day you are feeling a bit sad, you don't feel motivated. You're gonna start writing like, today I don't really feel motivated because, and then you just kind of start analyzing yourself, like, what I'm feeling actually like this. Oh, maybe it's because someone told me to do, and then we start writing our emotions, process your feelings, because we live in a fast pace that we are normally not really processing our feelings. We literally wake up, go to work, watch TV, and then go to bed. But we're not really processing how we're feeling. And I like to bring my journal. This is my journal. You may see in my other videos, but it's always on my back, literally. It's like a good size that it can fit in all my bags. And I'm actually like right now, I'm reading my notes, because I was just on the subway and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm feeling that I don't know, I just start feeling to like talk about crossing cycles, and I wrote everything here. So this is the importance of having a journal, that you can just process your feelings. So now we have meditation, and I know that many of us, we give them a try. We were like, it didn't really work for me, like I didn't really felt anything. I was just like thinking about work or what I'm gonna eat. And this is normal, because we are constantly being distracted by so many things. We are looking so many things around. We even watch TV while we're watching our phone. So we are always like multitasking type of thing. So when you are trying to sit down with yourself and sit down with silence, or maybe you're doing a guided meditation, your brain is gonna be uncomfortable. It's going to be weird. You're gonna feel like, what's going on? This doesn't feel good. This is not my usual, especially when you're doing it in the morning. You're trying to wake up a bit early and then you're doing your meditation. Your brain is going to be like, hey, what is going on? My nervous system at 7 a.m. is already stressed because I'm already thinking about work, or I'm thinking about what my friend told me yesterday night. Your nervous system is going to start getting stressed. It's gonna be like, okay, something is off. So it's going to bring you even moments that happened to you years ago that you thought that you forgot. Embarrassing moments. You're gonna be thinking about them when you are meditating, and that is the point. That is the point of meditating. You have to stay with the uncomfortable. You have to stay with yourself. You have to be like, okay, yeah, that happened years ago. Acknowledge that it happened. It's okay. Life keeps going, type of thing, type of mindset. That is the beauty about meditation. It's not easy, and it's not supposed to be this process when you close your eyes and then you're like finding peace already, visualizing your higher self right away. It doesn't really work like that. It's really uncomfortable. When I've been meditating for years, and I do it daily in my daily practice. I love it. It did really change my life. Other thing here that is gonna help you a lot is to writing a letter to your old self. You are just gonna meet your old self. You are writing this goodbye letter, being thankful for everything that you went through that phase in your life. But it's time to let go. It's time to recreate a new version of yourself. So you're gonna start writing this letter for your old version. You can keep it with yourself, or you can, some people like to burn it, whatever it is, that is just symbolize like end of something for you. And we are gonna be writing as well a letter to your new self. Very important here, when you're writing this new letter for yourself, it means that you already have an idea of how you want this new beginning for you, how you want this new version of. You're gonna write everything as if already happened. So nothing or like, oh, I wish I can be like that person. No, you're talking at this moment. You're gonna be, I'm that person who blah blah blah. Everything it has to be present sentence. Everything has to be as I already accomplished that, and how you make you feel. That letter, you can do a couple things here. Number one, you can keep that letter, close it, make a promise to yourself that you're gonna open it in maybe a couple months, and that's really all. Or other thing is that you are going to read that letter to yourself every time you feel down, or every time you feel like things they're feeling hard. Or other thing here that I used to do is that I just used to write an extra letter of all these things that I do every morning as my best self. Let's say that for me in that moment, I was like, I am the type of person who wakes up at 5 a.m. I love it. It's super good. I feel very energetic. I'm always so creative. I have so much energy, and I just keep that note very close to me, and I'm reading that letter every single day. I know that closing a cycle can be really difficult, especially when there is a lot of trauma, or you've been going through a lot of things, and it's not easy. But I really believe that if you're watching this video, it's because you are kind of ready to do it. You know that you want to do it, but you're just kind of afraid, or maybe you don't really know how to start. I want to let you know that you are not alone, and I know that I'm just your internet bestie, but I'm here for you, and I'm here to let you know that things get better. You're going to feel much better once you end these cycles of your life. Once you are in the other path, and going through this is not gonna be all butterflies, it's not gonna be all amazing, but you're gonna feel better every single day. The important thing is that you're gonna start showing up for yourself. You already have the tools to start working on yourself. Be kind with yourself, acknowledge everything that you've been going through, and say goodbye to that version of yourself, and allow new opportunities to come to your life. And how we can create this space for new beginnings? Well, we are going to start by take some time for yourself. I want you to take the time to heal. I want you to take the time to grow. I want you to take the time to nurture yourself. I want you to take the time, and that's okay. That's fine. That's part of the process. I know that sometimes it's really hard with work. We are like, I need to work, I get it. But maybe after work, instead of just coming back home, watching TV, why we don't start doing some journaling? Why we don't start maybe acknowledging ourselves, or why we don't start meditating? Maybe we can start trying a new app that can help you to meditate, or maybe you start reading a new book. These things that are going to help you to start healing yourself. I know we're busy, but giving yourself this time is the most healing thing that you can do for yourself. But if you can try to wake up a little bit more early before you start your work, before you start your 9 to 5, and then you give yourself 1 hour or 30 minutes for yourself before you go into the work, before you start responding emails, before you go with your boss or your friends or whatever it is, you give yourself that time for yourself. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's doing a quick meditation before work. These little things are going to help you to create this new space for beginning. Doing these little things, it takes me to my second point of how to create new beginnings, and is to prioritize your well-being. We're going to start taking care of every aspect of your life. You're going to start taking care of your health. You're going to start taking care of what you put into your body. Be aware of your thoughts every single day. You're going to start being just so aware into yourself. And when we're starting to do this is when we're starting to shine, is when we're starting to grow. Well, it's maybe time to find new activities. Maybe you want to start finding a new gym, or maybe workout classes. Whatever it is that you want to try, is the time to start doing this type of things. You have to find yourself new things to get excited. I will highly recommend you as well to start to bring a lot of awareness in the type of food that you eat. Personally, I don't like to count my calories or those type of stuff. I just really don't like any that is restricted. But I really do put a lot of attention on the type of food that I eat and just how it makes my body feel. So maybe it's just time to start bringing awareness into your body and the type of foods that you are eating daily and how that make you feel. Because remember, we only have one body, you only have yourself, and you should be taking care of yourself as much as possible. Maybe you want to start doing some meal prepping and all these things. One important thing, whatever you're going to start, you're gonna feel amazing in the beginning. It's so important to be consistent with yourself, because remember, you are creating a new version of yourself. Just be kind. If one day you cannot make it to the gym, that's totally fine. Don't start beating yourself up. Totally fine. We go the next day. It's okay. But start by bringing awareness into yourself and being kind to yourself. Okay? So it takes time. One thing is for sure, is that you're gonna feel better just in weeks. You're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel so much. You're gonna feel inspired. You're gonna feel in love with life, and that is the most amazing part. But remember to start with small steps. Trust the process. Trust that everything is working out for you. I would really love to hear your experience of what you want to let go, what you tried to let go many times but still coming into your life. So I want you to let me know in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. I am so happy that you spent this time here just like chatting with me. I feel like we are already friends, so please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.